In this video, we provide a demonstration of our interactive visual analytics framework for exploring geospatial data with linked multivariate information displays. We start by exploring a dataset of oxygen concentration in seawater. The system features a parallel coordinates plot of the data, shown on the left, and an interactive 3D geospatial view, shown on the right, which we generate using the Google Earth API. Here the analyst is browsing the dataset and interrogating a few data points individually. The points are highlighted in the linked parallel coordinate view as he clicks on them in the geospatial view. Next, the analyst uses the brushing tool in the parallel coordinates plot to filter out certain data points and view only those he is interested in exploring further. The geospatial visualization is updated accordingly. The analyst has just switched to our innovative correlation viewer. Here, a correlation is visualized as either a quadrilateral or a bow tie, depending on whether it's a positive or a negative correlation, respectively. The user has just filtered the data using our automated brushing tool to show only those values which lie within a few standard deviation of the means along each axis. The ranges along the dimensions change as he increases or decreases the number of standard deviations he wishes to visualize. Now we will explore the indirect and semi-direct aerosol campaign dataset, which was obtained from aircraft flying over the north slope of Alaska in the United States in 2008. The user performs some brushing over the dataset to begin the visual analysis. Note that a tooltip appears to assist the analyst in performing accurate brushing. Our framework enables the analyst to view details at individual sampling points using a unique set of glyphs we have designed. For example, here we see the use of a pie chart to show particle compositions at a particular sampling location. An embedded histogram shows another view of the data. Various parameters of the glyph can be changed at runtime, such as the number of bins in the histograms. Note that the geospatial view is linked to a histogram viewer in the middle of the viewport. Clicking on the histogram on the right will also affect a change in the viewport on the left. We can also dynamically scale the glyphs as a function of a particular attribute, which the user is doing now for the nsplat attribute. Now we will explore a case study for the Alaskan aerosol dataset, which was conducted in close collaboration with climate scientists. First, we follow the flight path that the aircraft actually took as it sampled the particulates in the atmosphere. On the geospatial display, we can use a series of mouse clicks to draw a selection region around sample points that are of particular interest. The points inside that region are then aggregated and shown as a single glyph that summarizes the enclosed data values. We find that the glyphs show significant spatial variability in particle compositions and sizes, which is consistent with the previous report of a highly stratified atmosphere. Most of the particles are biomass burning particles that were transported over long distances, during which time they absorbed sulfates and additional organic substances. Now the analyst is going to study the particles that lie between the cloud droplets. He does this by clustering them manually, and then renders them in red. Then he selects only the cloud droplets themselves and puts them into a separate cluster, which is shown in green. Next, the analyst visualizes each cluster using a glyph. We find that the two pie charts are virtually identical, meaning that the particle compositions at the two locations are very similar. This was a significant scientific discovery. At a certain point in the flight, the aircraft ascended to 7,000 feet along a spiral trajectory. This can be seen in the 3D geospatial view on the right. Now we see as the analyst explores the samples taken during the ascent. The glyphs reveal that the particle compositions change significantly with altitude, and furthermore that the changes are not monotonic. This also was a scientifically important discovery.